Jimmy Butler, Heat, chose culture over super teams. Jimmy Butler walked away from stars and spotlight to grind with the underdogs. Jimmy Butler could have chased another super team. He had offers, could have joined stars. Instead, he chose Miami, chose discipline, chose culture. No bright lights, no shortcuts, just defense, toughness, and accountability. He gave up an easier path, gave up marketing, chose structure over flash. And it paid off. 2 finals runs in 4 years. Butler became the face of something rare, a team that wins without stacking talent. He took the hard road, on purpose, and became more respected for it. Superstars usually join forces. Butler did the opposite, and made the league feel him anyway. Damian Lillard, loyalty over rings for a decade, impartial. Damian Lillard stayed loyal for 11 years, while the NBA begged him to leave. Damian Lillard had the skill to join any contender. The league tried to push him out of Portland. He stayed, year after year, through injuries, rebuilds, and exits. He gave up chances at rings, gave up headlines, said no to super teams. In 11 seasons, he made just 1 conference finals. Still, he never demanded a trade, until his loyalty had nothing left to give. He dropped 71 points in a game, hit game winners from 40 feet. But the Blazers never gave him a real shot. Lillard sacrificed his legacy to stay where he felt at home. Loyalty cost him, but it defined him. John Stockton took less for team, never ring chased. John Stockton never chased the ring. He just kept showing up in Utah. John Stockton played 19 seasons for one team, never switched jerseys, never asked out, never joined a contender late in his career. He stayed in Utah through wins, losses, and heartbreaks. He took less money so the Jazz could build. He averaged double-digit assists for 10 straight seasons, led the league 9 times, played nearly every game, but never won a title. Twice he reached the finals. Twice he lost to Jordan. That was it. No second chapter. No desperate ring chase. Stockton gave up personal gain to build something real. His name never left Utah, and Utah never forgot it. Karl Malone, Lakers. Chased ring late, accepted limited role. Karl Malone joined the Lakers at 40 and gave up everything to try for 1 ring. Karl Malone was the 2nd all-time scorer when he left Utah. No titles, just pain. In 2003, he joined the Lakers. Shaq, Kobe, Peyton. One last shot. He took a pay cut, became a role player, played fewer minutes, focused on defense and screens. He gave up touches, gave up pride, all for a ring. But injuries hit, chemistry broke, and the Lakers fell short in the finals. Malone never won it, but the sacrifice was real. He gave up control after 18 years, gave everything for 1 more chance. It didn't end in a title, but it ended with effort. Steve Nash played through injuries for title run. Steve Nash's body broke down, but he kept playing until it couldn't anymore. Steve Nash was a 2-time MVP, one of the greatest point guards ever, but he never made the finals. So in his final years, he tried everything. He joined the Lakers in 2012, hoping for a last run with Kobe and Dwight. But in just his 2nd game, he broke his leg, then nerve damage, then back pain. He kept playing, fighting, shooting, passing, but the body gave out. Nash sacrificed health to chase that last shot, played through pain, pushed too far. He never got the ring, but he gave everything trying to earn it, even his future comfort. Tracy McGrady stayed in Orlando during chaos. Tracy McGrady was in his prime, while his franchise fell apart around him. Tracy McGrady led the league in scoring. He averaged 32 points per game. He was unstoppable, but he was also stuck. Orlando had no help, no plan, no stability. T-Mac stayed loyal. He carried them to the playoffs, then got bounced every time. Front office chaos, bad trades, injuries everywhere. McGrady still showed up, still dominated, but his prime years vanished in losing seasons. He didn't demand a trade until it was too late. By the time he reached Houston, injuries started. He never escaped the first round. One of the game's purest scorers, sacrificed by loyalty and timing. Grant Hill reinvented self after injuries. Grant Hill was supposed to be the next Jordan, then he chose survival over stardom. Grant Hill was a 20-point triple threat, Rookie of the Year, All-NBA, the future of the league. But ankle injuries destroyed everything. Multiple surgeries, endless setbacks. He missed entire seasons. Doctors thought his career was over. But Hill came back, different. No longer the flashy scorer. He became a role player, a defender, a veteran presence. In Phoenix, he started winning again, not as a star, but as a survivor. Hill sacrificed superstardom to keep playing. Gave up highlight reels for hard-nosed defense. He never got the career he was promised, but he earned a second one through sacrifice. Pau Gasol, from number 1 in Memphis to number 2 behind Kobe. Pau Gasol went from franchise savior to the sidekick who saved Kobe's career. Pau Gasol was the top guy in Memphis, all-star, leader, carrying the franchise. But when the Lakers traded for him in 2008, he gave that up. He became the number 2, the perfect fit for Kobe. Low post moves, passing, defense. Pau adjusted fast, took fewer shots, gave up credit, let Kobe lead the spotlight. But behind the scenes, he held everything together. 2 titles came because of Pau's sacrifice. He never complained, never demanded more, just did what great second options do, win quietly. And that's exactly what he gave the Lakers. Not noise, just banners. Amari Stoudemire played through knee pain for Knicks fans. Amari Stoudemire kept playing through injuries until his knees gave out for good. In Phoenix, Amari was a force, explosive dunks, pick-and-roll monster, but knee surgery started early. By the time he signed with the Knicks, his body was already warning him. He ignored it, played through swelling, pain, injections. He gave the Knicks their first real hope in years, averaged 25 a game, became an all-star. But the damage added up. His knees broke down. He kept trying, braces, minutes restrictions, bench rolls, but the burst was gone. Amari sacrificed health for one more run, one more moment in the Garden. He got it, but it cost him the rest. Chauncey Billups took mentorship roles late career. Chauncey Billups went from Finals MVP to locker room teacher without complaint. Chauncey Billups was Mr. Big Shot, Finals MVP, clutch leader, but in his final years, he took on a different role. In Denver, in LA, in Detroit again. He played fewer minutes, scored less, focused on mentoring young guards, helping teams build culture. He wasn't chasing numbers, he was building futures. He knew the clock was ticking, but he still showed up, still ran the floor like it mattered. Most stars fade out slow. Billups chose to pass the torch instead. He sacrificed playing time and shine, just to make sure the next generation had what they needed. Ray Allen, Heat, became specialist after star run. Ray Allen was a 26-point scorer, then turned into the most dangerous role player alive. Ray Allen was once the number 1 guy. In Milwaukee, in Seattle, he averaged over 26 points, ran the offense, carried teams. But by the time he joined the Miami Heat, that version was gone. He became a spot-up shooter, a corner threat, a specialist. He took fewer shots than ever, but made the biggest one of his life. Game 6, 2013 Finals, season on the line. That shot saved LeBron's legacy, saved Miami's dynasty. Allen sacrificed volume for value, star power for precision, and became the coldest closer on a team full of legends. Al Horford took back seat for Celtics' new core. Al Horford gave up control of the offense to lead by doing less. Smuggling Horford was an all-star in Atlanta. In Boston, he was the veteran voice, the steady hand. But when Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown rose up, Horford stepped back, took fewer shots, less control, more defense, more spacing, more sacrifices that don't show up in a box score. He became the floor general without the ball, the protector without the glory. His usage rate fell, his scoring dipped, but the team kept rising. Horford gave up ego to keep the locker room steady, and now, deep into his 30s, he's still chasing that one ring, with quiet leadership, not loud stats. Michael Jordan, Wizards, came back to mentor, not dominate. Michael Jordan returned at 38, not to dominate, but to teach. Michael Jordan had nothing left to prove. 6 rings, 6 finals MVPs, retired twice. But in 2001, he came back to a Wizards team that had nothing. He didn't return as the GOAT. He came back as the mentor, the teacher, the example. He still averaged 20 points per game, but his knees were shot, his minutes were limited. The Wizards didn't make the playoffs. Critics said it hurt his legacy, but Jordan didn't care. He came to lead, to inspire, to finish the game on his terms. He sacrificed the perfect ending for one last chapter that showed the world he still cared. Shaquille O'Neal, late career, accepted bench roles across teams. Shaq was the most dominant force ever, then became a backup chasing one more ring. Shaquille O'Neal once averaged 30 and 14, MVP, 4-time champion. But as his body slowed, his career shifted. He joined Phoenix, then Cleveland, then Boston. No longer the star, no longer the centerpiece, just a veteran big trying to help. He came off the bench, played fewer than 25 minutes, scored single digits, but never complained. He wanted to teach, to guide, maybe steal one last ring. He didn't get it, but he gave up pride to try. Most superstars retire before the fade. Shaq embraced it and gave younger players someone to lean on, even when he couldn't move like before. Rajon Rondo, Lakers 2020, role player on contender. Rajon Rondo once ran the Celtics, then came off the bench to win in LA. Rajon Rondo was a final starter, an assist king, a floor general. But by 2020, he wasn't that guy anymore. He joined the Lakers as a role player, came off the bench, played behind LeBron, waited for his moment, and when the playoffs hit, he delivered. Controlled pace, hit threes, made game-winning decisions. He wasn't the stat leader, wasn't the star. But without Rondo, the Lakers don't win that bubble title. He sacrificed minutes and ego, but not his mind. Rondo proved you don't need starter minutes to make championship plays. You just need the moment and the poise to own it. Kyle Lowry, let younger Raptors shine. Kyle Lowry built the Raptors' identity, then handed it off without ego. Kyle Lowry was the Raptors' engine, 6-time All-Star, vocal leader, floor general. But when Kawhi Leonard arrived in 2018, and later when Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet rose, Lowry shifted. He took fewer shots, let others take over late-game offense, became more of a connector than a scorer. His numbers dipped, his spotlight faded, but his leadership never did. He sacrificed touches and control to help Toronto evolve. The reward? The franchise's first championship in 2019. Lowry didn't need to be the hero. He just made sure the team had one. That's leadership you don't find on stat sheets. Draymond Green, career of doing dirty work, disarm. Draymond Green never chased points. He chased chaos, stops, and rings. Draymond Green could have focused on scoring, could have demanded touches. He didn't. From day one, he played defense, set brutal screens, and barked orders. He averaged just 8 points for his career, but built a dynasty. 3-time All-Star, 1-time DPOY, 4-time champion. His value was never about stats. It was about impact. He guarded 5 positions, orchestrated offense, took the hits others wouldn't, sacrificed glory for guts. While others stacked highlights, Draymond stacked wins. He's the loudest role player in NBA history, and maybe the most valuable. Every star needs a soldier. Golden State got theirs. Dennis Rodman, rebounded and defended, never cared for scoring. Dennis Rodman averaged 5 points and still made the Hall of Fame. Dennis Rodman didn't care about scoring. He never chased shots, never needed the ball. He averaged just 7.3 points for his career, but led the league in rebounds 7 straight seasons. He guarded centers, forwards, anyone. He dove for loose balls, picked up techs, got under skin. Rodman gave up scoring identity to become pure chaos on defense. He helped the Pistons win 2 titles, then gave the Bulls 3 more. He didn't just accept sacrifice, he lived in it. No plays called for him, no thanks needed. Just rings, rebounds, and war every night.